And Nostran. I want to welcome everyone back from holiday break. I hope everyone's having an awesome new year. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of advisory for today, and I'm also going to show you how to complete Xello Lesson 2, which is the main agenda item. Also, a quick reminder, we do have A Plus tomorrow, so please make sure you sign up for an A Plus offering using Adaptive Scheduler. The first thing I want to do is actually get us into Xello. Many of you have completed Xello Lesson 1, so this might be a little bit of a review, but I don't think it's a bad thing. So I want you to go to the school website or the district website, and you're going to go to the For Students link. About halfway down in the first column, you're going to find a link for Xello. This is the way I want everyone to log on with Xello. If you Google Xello and try to go in outside of the school website, it won't let you log on with Google. It becomes problematic and a little bit frustrating. This is a super easy way to get in there. I'll click on Xello. My screen is going to look a little bit different than yours because I've got a teacher look. So I'll take a second to make it look a little bit more like yours. And I'll select a 10th grader. This is what your screen will look like. About halfway down, we have the Xello lessons right across. Here's Xello Lesson 1. Many of you have completed it. This is Xello Lesson 2. They're not numbered, but they are in order left to right. So if you're on this one, you're all good. To start the lesson, all you're going to do is click Start Lesson, and it's going to guide you through the lesson screen by screen. It'll take about 20 to 25 minutes. A couple things I wanted to mention. The first one is that depending on your grade level, the topic of the lesson might be different. So there's a 10th grade lesson, it's career and lifestyle costs. If the lessons are different, as long as you're doing the second one across, you're doing Xello Lesson 2, and that's great. The other thing I want to mention is depending on the lesson, there might be a prerequisite. You might click into it and might say, before you start this lesson, you have to pick 3 careers. It's a tiny extra step. It's done right in Xello. You'll follow the screen to pick the careers, you'll follow the directions, and then you can start the lesson. It's really easy. The next thing I want to do is I want to go into our advisory Canvas course, and I want to mention briefly some of the assignments that are also due for the second quarter. Before I do that, though, one thing I am going to mention is one of our assignments was an ACT prep lesson, and it's using method test prep. And method test prep is right down here at the bottom of your Xello screen, so I just want to mention, when I talk about method test prep, I'm talking about the link right here. Here's our advisory course, and I'm going to go into the directions for today, the second. The top part is everything I've already gone over. The bottom part are the lessons that are due and wind up in the grade book for the second quarter. So we have Xello Lesson 1, what students need to know about vaping, the ACT prep, that's the method test prep thing I just showed you, and digital citizenship, and Xello Lesson 2, which is the lesson for today. I want to mention one other thing about the ACT test prep. That method test prep link is a subscription service that we only have through January 5th. So after January 5th, you won't be able to complete the assignment through method test prep. And the assignment was to complete weeks 1 and 2 and do a Google form. If you're wondering to yourself, what do I do if I don't get it done by the 5th? There is another way to complete that assignment that I want to show you very briefly. So I'm going to go back into modules, and that assignment was on November 11th. So I'm going to go down there, and here's the student directions. Up here is all the directions on how to do the method test prep and the Google form. There's a great video that walks you through it. If you don't complete it by the 5th, but you still want to get credit, of course, for the quarter, there's 2 PDFs at the very bottom, preparing for the ACT, and there's also preparing for the ACT in Spanish. So after the 5th, to complete this assignment, you would click on the PDF, and I already have it open up here. And this PDF is just a test prep PDF, and it's got a test for English, math, reading, and science, just like method test prep. It's just more like kind of paper and pencil or on your tablet, I suppose. So what you would do is, if you didn't do it through method test prep, which is definitely the best way to do it, you would go into this PDF. The English test starts on page 12. You would complete the English test, find the math test, the reading test, and the science test, and then you would complete the same Google form that everyone else completes. So, as I said before, the best way to do it is through method test prep, but if you missed the January 5th deadline, this is your backup plan. Thank you all so much for your time. Welcome back and have a great rest of your week.